was in Muscat, Oman after a work trip in the fall, partly because I wanted to see a new country, but also because it's known as a good scuba destination at that time of year and in that area of the world. I'm new to scuba in 2022 and was approaching this without many dives under my belt. There are a number of companies in the area, but I ultimately went with MolaMola Diving Center, based in the fancy Al Mouj neighborhood. It's hard to evaluate a place from the other side of the world, but they had tons of good reviews online, a functioning and usable website, and a relationship with a nice nearby hotel. One note is that Oman is actually very expensive, and if you're planning to pay for much in cash, you might need multiple days worth of maxing your account at the ATM. I did.
I feel a little silly walking through my hotel lobby in the morning. All the men from the local Arabic countries are dressed in these full head-to-toe white robes, and all the women have the head-to-toe black robes, and I'm dressed like a clown. Neon orange boat backpacks and the rainbow bathing suit and everything. Thankfully other tourists look pretty similar too.
I went out with them 3 days in a row in pretty consistent low 90s temperatures that were great on the moving boat or while wet. Actually, fun fact, the ocean around here is called the Persian Gulf, and it's the warmest in the world. I dove the first day with a wetsuit, but went without the next two because the ocean water temperature was in the upper 80s. I was completely comfortable even 60 feet down. Oman has a handful of notable dive sites, but by far the main one is the Daymaniyat Islands, less than an hour offshore from Muscat. We were there most of the time, but we also visited Fahal Island once. The coast is known for sometimes having whale sharks, but I didn't see any. The folks there told me it's pretty uncommon, so it can't be counted on. Overall, there was a ton of marine life, though. My favorites were the sea turtles by far. We ran into them on a number of occasions, and funny enough, the luckiest thing I had happen on this trip was actually during lunch on the second day. I had jumped off to go snorkeling in the area while others relaxed for a bit, and I ran into 4 big ones chilling only maybe 6 feet underwater. This was so cool. My second favorites were the various eels, moray and otherwise. We saw a bunch of types both inside rocks and swimming around. Some of them were huge and colorful. I'll also call out Cuttlefish. Not one I expected to really like, but they're neat. We ran into multiple mated pairs, and the males were actively and significantly changing their colors. And when threatened, they also rear up and make their tentacles really menacing looking. And we accidentally made one ink. honorable mentions to large pufferfish, the big ray we found sleeping on the ground, and some huge schools of fish. Lunch was the same each day, but really pretty good for the circumstances. It's not a big boat. They had some previously grilled meats, some falafel, hummus, pita, fruit, chips, and drinks. Lots of good protein, not focused on fillers. In the end, I think I made a great choice of dive center. They were the perfect mix of professional and fun, keeping things safe and reviewing the plans before each dive, punctual when departing, but leaving themselves enough time to get back so that we weren't rushed. And the most important part, I legitimately believe they love doing what they do and are not just trying to cycle through as many tourists as possible for the money. Really appreciated the atmosphere.
This is my new hairstyle. Make it permanent. It's what you get from sitting on the front of the boat.
Overall, I'm still new to scuba, but was pretty happy with this experience. While it didn't strike me as some unique spot that everyone must visit, it was exactly the right mix of interesting and easy for beginners that I was looking for, while being wrapped up in the already exotic experience of being in Oman.